Hello, people of various shapes and sizes. Forged by Gaming.
And apparently, whoever's in this room would rather not be disturbed, considering how he just left the phone off the hook, strewn about the floor.
Yeah, that's a little weird. He's got a lot of posters for only having one game.
Yeah.
It's pretty much because I didn't want to have to buy all the other games. I have all the other games on the PlayStation. I didn't think I had to. I just wanted to play this one because the one of the PlayStation, the version of the PlayStation 4, does not have Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's all I wanted to do. That's not the cartridge. Oh, that's
and Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a weirdo double cartridge.
Yeah, I have the weirdo double cartridge. I'm gonna show the fact that I have those, and I'm gonna put it in the console that I have also, so I don't feel stupid. You're still gonna feel stupid. Look at the dogs, though. They dogs. Moo boys. Yeah. Oh, it's a stretching puppy. Oh, it's a snoring pit bull.
Because apparently their original concept for Sonic 3 was a little too big for
just one game.
Yeah, for their cartridge, so they busted it up.
Fuck! I do that every time. This game came out the year my brother was born.
Fun times.
I mean, I guess.
Everyone has fun during childbirth.
How could you not? It's a water slide. Blood-soaked water slide. There goes Knuckles taking my crystals. Alright, so that's what that one does. Oh, this feels so weird doing this on a curved screen.
Although apparently my mom had a particularly difficult time when I was being born. Because
you realized it was you, or...
No. I wasn't nearly as fat back then.
No, just your personality.
Well, she couldn't have known anything about that back then. Like, my autism had yet to reveal itself.
You're autistic?
Probably. I haven't been diagnosed. But wouldn't that just make the most fucking sense of anything in the world?
That truly would.
Like, when I learned what autism was, I was like, oh, so that's my deal.
Yeah, I had that thought too, but about me. Like, maybe.
But, like, apparently when I was being born, I guess, like, babies are supposed to be born facing a certain direction.
Yeah, they are.
And I wasn't facing that direction, and the doctor would turn me over, and then I would just roll right the fuck over.
Stubborn
the wrong thing. Yeah, my stubbornness was a problem from the very beginning.
Oh my god. I'm honestly not surprised. At all. I mean, I'm stubborn as a motherfucker. I have no continuation for that because I'm I guess not that stubborn. Here I thought no one was more stubborn than me. Jesus, the Christ, original character, do not steal. You got my ass beat. Oh my god, from the fucking womb. Anyway, that's the first that's the first Chaos Emerald. Yeah, listen to that completion music.
Fun times.
Oh, it takes forever.
Did you ever see Proton John's Superman 64 playthrough?
No, I have not.
It's pretty great. At the end of all the stages where you're flying through rings, he he put up a Sonic the Hedgehog type screen. Like, Superman got through Act 1.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
And apparently people commented thinking that Superman 64 ripped off Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh. It was that good, huh?
When it's obviously something that
he's just fucking around with.
Yeah, the dude doing the Let's Play did.
there's no way that would have ever actually flown in real life.
Especially since it was an N64 game.
Oh, that would have been all sorts of trouble. I mean, Nintendo clearly won the console war for that run round, and that was apparently the nail in the coffin for Sega. But you'd think that if that were really the case, like, that shit would have actually happened.
Yeah, the lawsuit probably would have been forthcoming.
I wouldn't be playing the Nintendo Switch.
Like, maybe not Nintendo getting sued, but definitely Titus Interactive getting sued.
I'd probably be playing, I don't know, the Sonic All-Star...
The Sega Exodus.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Oh, it would be kind of funny if there were more Sega consoles named after books in the Bible.
Saturn, I don't think Saturn is one.
It is not.
I would like that.
The only one is Genesis.
Well then! Fuck you.
Although if they had decided to go with that for a theme and naming their consoles, things could have gotten real weird. Like once you get to the Sega Second Peter.
Sega 2 Penis. It's my gangster rap name.
Oh, the Sega Revelation would have been a cool name for a console.
I think it would have been, yeah. Go figure, the system probably wouldn't have been a real revelation, but yeah, that would have been dope.
But knowing Sega, it might have had some like cool gimmicky stuff to just for the sake of experimenting with things.
And no one would have known about it till like 20 years later.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking how Sega is. Nope.
In some ways, choosing a speed guy for their mascot was kind of perfect.
That's true. I've always found this hypnotizing. I mean, how could you not?
Like Google Stadia service is pretty much a rip-off of Sega Channel.
It really is. I never thought about it. Probably because I don't have a Stadia, and I have no interest in it.
Yeah, me neither.
Hopefully Google has no interest in backing us. It's not Google, is it?
That I'm not sure.
I honestly
think it might be Google. But like, I don't know if Stadia has any like exclusives to justify getting one.
I don't think they do. I think it's just a streaming service and a controller. I think that's all it is.
And I don't know, so I'd want to invest in a video game streaming service.
I don't want to. I mean, I already have I already have one. This PlayStation Now.
Like, I pay the $8 a year for Switch On, or whatever the yearly cost of Switch Online is.
$20.
And that has the like NES and SNES things, which are pretty much a game streaming thing.
Yeah. Really, that's all you need.
But generally, when it comes to media, I vastly prefer being able to own a copy of the things that I'm paying money for.
I do too.
Like, I do not get people who think that physical media is dead and that it's good riddance to bad rubbish.
It's really not, though. If I remember correctly, this is an acceptable way to beat this enemy.
Because, like, what if you really enjoy Avatar: The Last Airbender, like every rational human being does? And then
I only know one person who doesn't like it. I won't say their name on camera.
Is it Hitler?
I don't think he was alive for it, but I don't know.
I don't know, some people think he escaped to Argentina. But anyway, like, I remember when it came back to Netflix a few months ago, there were a lot of people who were super excited. And they were all like, Avatar is finally on Netflix, even though it had been there before. And, like, it's not going to be there forever, guys.
Yeah, but they also have
These contracts run out.
Yeah, but they have an exclusivity deal with it right now. Like, they're remaking Avatar to go.
Yeah, that's going to be bad.
I mean, yeah, we've been burned before, which is ironic, because so is Zuko.
But you could hardly tell him the M. Night Shyamalan man one.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
One thing that the Netflix live-action Avatar has over it definitely is that it's a TV series and not a single movie trying to adapt fucking 10 hours of content.
Yeah.
Like, if they did get the sequels, what would they do about Book 3 when Suki becomes a major character? They fucking skipped over the island of Kyoshi entirely.
They did. That wouldn't have made any damn sense.
And apparently there was a notable instance of someone going to one of the movies dressed as a Kyoshi warrior and, like, stripping off her costume in disgust after the movie was over because there was no Kyoshi.
I don't blame them because Kyoshi was probably the best Avatar.
Yeah, Kyoshi was awesome. Like, she had no fucks to give. Like, I love when Aang is trying to figure out what to do about the Fire Lord at the end of Book 3, and Zuko's like, "You gotta fucking kill him." He's like, "He's my father, and I'm telling you to kill him dead." And that's how much of a piece of shit the Fire Lord is. And Aang's like, "But I can't be a murder boy." And he talks to the previous Avatars, and because they're part bull, and trying to find somebody to confirm his bias. And all of them are just like, "Hey man, Avatar's a tough gig. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do." And he gets to Kyoshi, and she's just like, "Fucking stop being a whiny little bitch and kill the Fire Lord."
Honestly, if there was like a comedy version of that, I guarantee she would have held a knife and said, "If you don't fucking kill him, I will."
Yeah.
I've had to kill before, and I'll kill that motherfucker dead.
Yeah, she's like, "When Chen the Conqueror was being a dick, I killed him and would do so again if given the opportunity."
I would do it 1,000 times.
And he's just like, "I knew I shouldn't ask Kyoshi. She's just too hardcore."
She is. She's the murder princess. I mean, she wasn't actual royalty, but in my mind, murder princess.
But she was the Avatar, so she may as well be.
It's weird that they're not always treated like way better than they should be.
Yeah. Like in Legend of Korra, there are a lot of people who are just like a dick to Korra for no reason.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's fucked up.
Like, I can understand why some people in The Last Airbender are a dick to Aang, because he fucking disappeared for a century while the Fire Nation was taking over the world and committing genocide. Like, there's good reason to be upset with Aang.
Oh, I've always hated this one.
But, like, Korra, she's just fucking a teenager with a heavy responsibility, doing her best.
Oh, I don't like this one. 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 I've always hated this emerald. Because of this part coming up. Oh, God.
Easy peasy.
I still hate it.
Yeah, it is quite stressful.
This way, leave that alone. This line. Fucked up. I fucked that up.
Although I feel like Legend of Korra did rely a little too much on Avatar The Last Airbender callbacks.
I agree. What the hell?
Well, that was favorable.
I don't know how I did that, but I did it!
Although I do like when Toph shows up in book 3 or 4 or whenever it was.
Yeah, I don't remember what book it was. I never actually finished Korra. Because
Yeah, it was book 4 because it was when Kuvira was becoming a problem.
Fern got all excited, like, I'm farther in a show than you. She's never farther in a show than me. Like, it never happens. 4 emeralds in the first level.
But like, Toph has leveled up, her size makes sense, so she can see like everything in the fucking world. And like,
That is pretty dope.
and she trains Korra in metal bending, and like, cause it's Toph, part of it involves Korra getting her ass kicked.
That's fair.
And at one point, Toph is just like, and I'm an old lady. Imagine me in my prime. I would have destroyed you.
I feel that maybe. I feel like that's not 100% accurate.
Although I do like that Toph never stopped calling Aang Twinkle Toes.
Yeah, that was canon.
There was a flashback in book 1 where Toph is the chief of police for some reason. And she's still calling Aang Twinkle Toes even though they're in their 40s.
Whoa! Okay, we'll find. Oh boy. Stressful.
And Aang and Sokka are the only members of the original Team Avatar who were dead in Legend of Korra, as it turns out.
Really?
Yep. Even though in the first episode, Katara implies that she's the only one of their team left.
Maybe she was referring like friends as friends and brother as obviously brother Aang and maybe Suki.
Like, yeah, Suki never shows up at all. But like, I guess I can see how she'd be talking like they're all gone, considering that Zuko's been busy as Fire Lord and she might not have seen him in a long time. And Toph just fucking disappeared into the wilderness one day.
Yeah, see that actually makes that make sense. Come on! Oh, I hate this. This is like the first cutscene I ever experienced, like as a kid, and it's just it goes on forever, and it doesn't have to.
One of my favorite moments in Legend of Korra is in that first episode when one of Tenzin's kids is like, "Oh hey Katara, I've been reading up on the history of your adventures, and I'm wondering, what happened to Zuko's mom?" And Katara's like, "Well, that's actually a very interesting story." And then one of the other kids pops up and fucking
just blows right through it.
just to blue ball all the people who were eager for the comics to come out.
Oh, good stuff. Knuckles, you fucker! He betrayed me. Speed Jesus. Have you seen the Sonic movie?
I have not.
They have echidnas.
Do they?
They have echidnas and they also have tails. And I wonder, because of how they initially animated Sonic for that, you know, that awful alien-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, the model that movie deserved.
Well, the movie itself was okay. It's just that particular version of Sonic was horrifying.
It was awesome.
It was nightmares.
They need to do a Sonic game where you can play as that Sonic.
I don't want that.
Sonic Generations 2. You can have classic Sonic, modern Sonic, and oh my god, it's Sonic.
And Nightmare Sonic. Definite fucking Nightmare Sonic.
Resident Sonic.
Oh god.
Sonic plus G-Virus.
Anyway, they had echidnas and they also had tails. Hi, Wally. And I wonder What the fuck did their tails look like? What did their echidnas look like initially?
I bet they fully rendered the echidna penis with all of its heads.
Oh god. Like I need more nightmares. Jesus the Christ original character do not steal. In my mind, you know how Sonic just ran on water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's no water level because Jesus the Christ original character do not steal. Can't go into water.
Hey there, Gilligan.
Hi, Gil.
He's a good dog.
Being friends with Dan, I see. Trying to lick off his skin.
Who needs skin anyway?
It's saturated. Alright, let's see if I can get this one.
Get the red spheres.
You bet! God, you know how mad I would be if I got the red spheres? I would be red.
It's kind of funny that in the American booklet for Sonic CD, they called Amy Sally.
Did they?
Yeah.
Man, I wish Sally was more prominent in the games.
Yeah. Has she ever actually made an appearance in any of the Sonic games? I think she was on the cover to Sonic Spinball.
She showed up as a sprite in Sonic Spinball, but that was it. And then you never saw any of the Saturday morning Freedom Fighters again.
Which is too bad, because that's a pretty cool Sonic continuity.
I agree. When that blue streak speeds by.
Definitely better than Sonic Underground.
God, that one was a nightmare.
Oh man, the opening theme to it is like hilariously awful.
It is so bad. And the fact that he's got two other siblings, Manic and Sonia, if I remember correctly, which are just rips off Sonic. We'll take a saw to half of his name and see what we can come up with both sides.
What's a girl version of Sonic? Sonia. What's a man version of Sonic? Manic.
Wow, they were really lazy with that one, weren't they? Oh boy, I lose. Which way are you coming? Nope.
It's the perfect Sonic cartoon. It should have lasted for 1,000,000 seasons.
Oh boy. Oh, thanks, Tails. I didn't do a thing. See if I can get the thing. I probably can't. Nope, you fucked it up for me, Tails.
Well, I remember when the two Sonic cartoons in the 90s were both airing. I was a big fan of both of them.
Were you?
Yeah.
I did not see... In the 90s, there were three. There was Sonic Underground, Sonic...
I didn't think Underground was in the 90s. I never saw that one.
Yeah, there were three. Sonic Underground, Sonic the Hedgehog, and
The Adventures of Sonic.
The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
A lot of people don't much care for The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. But I always thought it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Although the thing I remember most about it is, like, one episode when it was revealed that Tails' real name is Miles.
Which anyone playing Sonic would have known.
And he's, like, really embarrassed of that name for some reason.
And Sonic is the one that gave him his nickname of Tails.
But Miles is a cool name.
Yeah.
And there are a bunch of cool Miles in fiction. Like Miles in Full Metal Alchemist, he's a cool dude. And Miles Edgeworth,
I don't know.
who's
Miles
kind of a
Edgeworth
dickhead,
is.
but he's still cool anyway.
I don't know that second one.
He's one of the prosecutors in Ace Attorney. He's like Phoenix Wright's main rival.
I've never played any Phoenix Wright games.
They're pretty good.
Take your word on that.
I'd say that we should probably play them on Forged by Gaming at some point, but I don't know if they'd be all that great for Let's Plays, considering that they're visual novels.
They would be if we sit there and do voices,
Okay.
which would be bad for me because I'm dyslexic.
Although it might make for a better show, honestly.
I feel like there's one more emerald I can totally get before moving on to the next level and finishing off my collection of emeralds. Oh.
And there's a cool character in Star Trek named Miles O'Brien.
Take your word for it.
He goes through some like really fucked up shit in DS9.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one episode where he gets arrested for some minor offense on like an alien planet, and their whole legal system is that when you get convicted of a crime, you get put in this like VR simulation where you have to spend like 40 years in a simulated prison. It takes like a few hours of real life time to go through the whole thing, but like it's this really fucked up traumatic experience regardless.
That is kind of messed up.
And like the whole episode is about Miles O'Brien having to deal with the trauma of this really fucked up, bizarre punishment for some minor crime that he like did by accident.
Well then, that's fucked up and delightful.
And, like, it leads to him almost killing himself because like at one point he fucking yells at his wife and nearly hits his kid, and he's like, "This is bad. This experience
that's
has
all
ruined
sorts
me."
of bad. Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, I got it.
And it's kind of weird that it's never brought up again after that episode. Like, he's one of the main characters of that show. You'd think it would come up again.
At least a few times.
It's better than most of the traumatic experiences that should have long-lasting consequences in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Because, like, the characters in that show are just fucking completely indestructible psychologically.
Well then. I have let you talk so much. I've just realized how much of this episode I'm going to be bored by.
Well, because I'm just yammering on about Star Trek?
Pretty much. Oh boy. I'm just trying to get through this.
Oh, there's a brief Star Trek reference in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real easy to miss. It's when like all the news reporters show up to the fight against Vegeta and Nappa.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the news reporters show up in Enterprise shuttlecraft.
Well then.
I don't know why.
It's a weird thing to show up in.
Yeah. Especially in Dragon Ball, where like space flight is supposed to be something that not a lot of people do at that point.
It's not common.
Like Dr. Brief has to design his own spaceship from scratch in order to send Goku to Namek.
Well then. Oh yeah, he did have to do that.
Yep.
God, it's been so long since I watched Dragon Ball. I got one more emerald. I got one more emerald to get. I think if I'm smart, I can do it in this level. I think I could.
And I kind of wish that Toriyama didn't give up so quickly on having Gohan as the main character.
I agree. It's like Vince McMahon with his fucking pushes. Like, as soon as he has a good idea for you, he'll instantly give up on it.
Okay. It's like, Gohan as a superhero in high school doing the whole Spider-Man thing was so good.
I
It
agree.
was so much fun.
If I aim this right.
But like, for whatever reason, Akira Toriyama felt like it wasn't working out. And so he brought Goku back.
You gave him no fucking time, you dickhole.
Yeah, it was like 5 chapters between the start of that arc and Goku like announcing he was going to be back for the tournament.
Disappointing, man.
So it was just over a month.
I think I missed it. I think I missed the emerald I'm thinking of.
So, like, readers of the manga barely had any time to miss Goku when it was coming out.
Yeah, right?
And he's just like, I'm gone forever because I attract villains somehow.
Just existing. Just existing near the world.
Except that, like, none of the villains in Dragon Ball, well, almost none of the villains, were there to fuck with Goku.
I mean, there's Cell.
It's pretty much just Raditz and Cell.
Whoa! Fuck, I fucked myself. I didn't miss it. I might have missed it.
And it really is unfortunate how true Team 4 Star's joke is at the end of Dragon Ball Z Kaya Bridged episode 3.5.
Oh, the fact that Gohan's peaked.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what more adventures I'll have.
You've
Actually,
peaked.
Gohan, you peaked. I get stronger, right? Yeah, but... Nah.
So damn disappointing.
I was always a big fan of Gohan.
Me too. Like, he was my favorite character in Dragon Ball, hands down. And
But he's kind of wasted.
he is
Like most of the side characters. in
so
Dragon Ball.
fucking wasted. If I could just...
At least he didn't get it as bad as Yamcha.
Yeah! Agreed.
I think Yamcha got the worst sidelining of all the Dragon Ball characters.
That's fair. He got shafted anytime there was a shaft to be had.
Mm-hmm. It's like, when he first showed up, he was a pretty tough dude. He gave Goku a run for his money for a little while. Until he got knocked off a fucking panel.
And then he just kind of existed at them.
Then he was just used as a measuring stick for new bad guys forever until it wasn't that like, oh hey look, here's this strong guy getting beat up, this new guy must be a real threat to, oh there's Yamcha getting his ass kicked again.
Man, fucking Yamcha.
And then Toriyama just completely assassinated his character when he needed an excuse for Trunks to exist. Because they needed a reason why Bulma would hook up with Vegeta when she had been dating Yamcha for years at this point. And it's like, oh, Yamcha cheated on her. Even though, like, there's never any indication that Yamcha would do such a thing.
Yeah. Just ruin the characters, man. I mean, they're his characters, so...
Okay. But I can still complain about it.
I mean...
And it's not like he's ever going to hear my critiques anyway.
That's true. No one cares about this show, so... I care, but...
And even if anybody did care, I don't know if Akira Toriyama speaks English.
He might...
He certainly knows some English words at the very least, considering how often he uses them for character names.
Yeah. Okay, I'm lost.
Like how almost all of the Saiyans are named after English vegetables.
Delicious. I did it!
The only one that I know of offhand that's named for a Japanese name for a vegetable is Gine.
Gine.
Yep.
What is that supposed to be?
It's an anagram of negi, which is spring onions in Japanese.
Huh. Neat.
And she was never even mentioned until like 20 years after the original manga ended.
What is that, Goku's mom or something?
Yep.
Of course it is. Alright, I think that's it. We're going to end on being able to go supersonic in 2 levels. Don't even at me, bro.
We were talking about Dragon Balls.
I enjoy Dragon Ball. So, now I can go Super Saiyan.
Yay!
We did it. Go team. All right. Thank you for letting us waste your time. This has been Forged by Gaming. Bye.